Hi, welcome. Thanks for watching today. My name is Andrea. I'm the Teen Services Coordinator, and today I have with me...
Hi, my name is Andy. I'm the Technology Services Manager at Mesa County Libraries.
And today we're doing a video about our hot sauce challenge take and make activity. So normally we call them take and makes because you're doing like a craft or something like that. This is more take home and make other people suffer pain while you enjoy all these delicious hot sauces. But the basic idea is you can come by any of our Mesa County Library locations. Doesn't matter if you're in Colburn or Gateway, they're going to have some of these kits. And you're going to get a kit with a variety of hot sauces and some instructions in there to, maybe give you some direction if that's something you're struggling with. The idea is that it's a fun way to have an icebreaker with either like family members or friends, or just to try a variety of hot sauces that maybe you haven't tried before. These are relatively common hot sauces, just because I also thought it would be nice if you really liked one, then you could go to the store and buy it. And so none of these are like necessarily the extremely hot ones. So if that's something you're concerned about, that's, something to keep in mind. I probably am going to suffer a little bit in this video just because I don't have a high spice tolerance versus Andy, I think you do.
I am intrigued because I think they're going to be delicious, but I am not even remotely concerned about surviving their heat.
Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned that this is going to get uncomfortable for me just because I'm a little bit of a wuss when it comes to hot sauce. One thing I also wanted to mention is our dates of distribution on these. These are available from July 3rd to July 16th while supplies last. So it's possible that the locations might run out. So if you're all concerned about that, feel free to give your library a call and see if they have any available for you. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do before anything else is I'm going to clean my hands since we're working with food products. So thank you. Mm-hmm. And if you notice that there are like some weird stains on my fingers, it's because I was just doing a video earlier of our our bleeding tissue paper painting project, which is happening after this hot sauce one. So if, my fingernails look really kind of grody, that's because that's why. It's not dirt, it's dye. All right, so Andy, I'm going to have you take a look in our bag here and tell me what you're seeing here.
All right. So what I am seeing is 5 different types of hot sauce, and then a little, basically a description of what those hot sauces are and some of the supplies that are included. Would you like me to read kind of what's on the paper?
Yeah. Just kind of describe which hot sauce varieties we have here.
All right. I'm going to take them out and set them up and talk through each one as we go. I'm excited. I love hot sauces. My favorite food of all time is buffalo wings, and the spicier the better. So I got roped into helping with this because I love spicy food. So we have 5 hot sauce varieties. They are labeled. You might be able to see them here. This one is C, which stands for Crystal. It's a Louisiana style hot sauce. Someday, if you ever see me at the library, we can talk a little bit more about different kinds of hot sauces and how they're made, and I really like hot sauces. Anyway, the next is L, which is another original Louisiana-style hot sauce.
There's a lot of contention, apparently, in parts of the country over whether Crystal or Louisiana is the better hot sauce. So I'd be interested to see, just because Louisiana isn't my normal go-to hot sauce.
I have some opinions, but I'll save it for later. We've got S here, which is the Hoi Fong Sriracha style hot chili sauce. And you'll notice one of the big differences, the Louisiana sauces are a little bit more watery, and the chili sauce here, the Hoi Fong, is a little bit more solid in nature. We've got T, which is Texas Pete, another Louisiana style hot sauce. That's what I'm not familiar with, so I'm excited for the taste test part. And finally, we've got V, the Valentina Salsa Picante, which is a Mexican-style hot sauce. So that is what we have, our 5 hot sauces in the hot sauce challenge.
Yes, and before you do anything else in this video, I would really like you to take a moment and look at the list of ingredients on the back of your hot sauce sheet. So this is the directions on the front. These are the ingredient list on the back. Please review it if you have any concerns about food allergies or anything. If even one ingredient in there is giving you concern, please don't do any of these. We cannot guarantee that there hasn't been cross-contamination between the sauces. We do our best, but if you can't be too careful with allergic reactions. So The ingredients are on the back just so you can check and see.
So there's a list of recommended supplies as well. We've got a couple of things of that nature here. Recommended supplies include spoons, which we do have. Milk, if you find that the hot sauces are too hot. I recommend, take it from someone who learned the hard way, don't drink water if you've got a very spicy hot sauce situation going on. All that will do is spread it through your mouth, and it will make life pain for longer. Milk shuts down those receptors in your mouth. So milk is a good option. In our case, we have crackers to test with, and then finally tissues, because you could be weeping over the spiciness of this hot sauces.
Yeah, you probably will not be. And many of you, if you are more serious hot sauce connoisseurs, probably will not. And this is absolutely something you can do at home too. If you want to go out and like buy a variety of hot sauces and do this with your friends, if you're inspired by this, that's great. You don't have to necessarily do ours if you don't think the hot sauces sound good or what you're hoping for. So, but yeah, so there's a lot of different ways you could do this hot sauce challenge. We're going to demonstrate a couple of them just as like ideas. Again, go let your imagination run wild what you want to do with this. It's just a fun way to start a conversation or a fun way to kill some time with some friends and family. So you could do a challenge of truth or dare, where the dare is to eat more of the hot sauce that hurts you the most after you experiment and see which ones are the most painful. You could have a staring contest and the loser has to eat more hot sauce. You could also like treat it like a wine tasting and get really into, for instance, Annie was talking a little bit about that, of like the different like viscosities of the hot sauces.
Right.
And
you can take it kind of seriously, or you can pretend to take it seriously.
Yes.
But you can see if you can taste some of the different notes. Like, oh, that's citrusy with a hint of pain, or
Yes.
this tastes more like it would be good with noodles versus this tastes like it would be good with chicken or whatever.
Right.
You can pair hot sauces with different foods. You can suss out different tastes within that hot sauce. That's something that a lot of people who actually are really into hot sauces do. They're seeing if they can actually tell the different, other than just the heat part, what else is in that hot sauce that makes it tasty.
Yeah, and that's something you could do too, is like a blind taste test. Like get rid of the lids, get rid of the labels, just see if you can figure out which ones are which. So, but yeah, I know a lot of people who think hot sauces are just about heat. And that's not the case for a lot of people I know who like are more serious connoisseurs. It's like, if you want flavor as well, it's not just about hot.
That's right.
So
the best hot sauces have the heat, but also are very flavorful. If you get a hot sauce that's just hot, that makes it less fun to eat.
yeah. And then lastly, the last one that you could do is interview people in your life who, while making them eat hot sauce. There's some great videos online of people doing this, and it's pretty funny watching people try and answer like complex questions while suffering a little bit. Voluntary suffering, of course, like they chose to eat the hot sauce, and see how this went. So that's something we're going to be demonstrating, is some of the different questions you could ask people. I have a few example questions on the sheet, but of course there's lots of great questions online that you can search for and pick the ones that you think would be the most fun to talk about. So, all right, so we got our spoons here. And we've got a plate for the dirty spoons, so we're not double dipping. And let's see.
What would you like to do first?
Let's see. I think I would like to try one of the Louisiana style hot sauces, because there's like 3 of those. I'm not sure why I got so many Louisiana style, but I just did.
Do we want to try each one and describe it? Start with the wine tasting idea?
Yeah, we can do the wine tasting idea. Yeah.
Sounds great.
Cool. So yeah, maybe let's start with the Louisiana styles and see if we have opinions about what we think about them. Okay, so we've got the Crystal, the original Louisiana, and then we've got our Texas Pete. So
I'm going to tell you coming into this that I have a bias towards the original Louisiana. I'm interested to see if that holds up in this taste test. But at home, Sriracha is my favorite, but I also have a giant bottle of Louisiana hot sauce, and then also Frank's Red Hot, which is the traditional buffalo wing flavor. So anyway,
Frank's is good.
All that is a long way of saying I think I'm going to like this the most, but I'm willing to be surprised.
Yes. Well, yeah, you mentioned you hadn't had the Texas before.
That's
so
right.
Let's see how it goes. Okay. Shall we start with the OG Louisiana then?
Yeah.
Since that's your favorite. So one thing I noticed about Louisiana when I was decanting it is it kind of separates. Yes, decanting the hot sauce. We're teaching it to you as like a wine tasting. I figured I'd get my fancy vocabulary.
That is fancy.
But yeah, you might have to stir it up a little bit is my point. Otherwise, you're just going to have a bunch of watery stuff at the top and not very much hot sauce. Okay, so I'm going to try and get like a good sized spoonful of this. That's probably a bit more hot sauce than I'd want all at once. Like this isn't suffering level, but it's a bit more than I normally want.
Is this about the same amount that you had?
No, I had more.
Okay.
Again, you're not probably going to suffer. My nose is tickling already.
That's hilarious. Is that correct?
Sure, we'll go with that.
Did you have more?
I think I had more.
All right. Do you want me to just drink the rest of this?
No,
Okay.
because in case we need to come back to it. It's tasty. I like that. I would have that on like some mac and cheese, probably.
All right. So this is about as much as I can fit into a spoon. So I don't think you had too much more than this.
I don't think I did either.
All right. So this is the original Louisiana. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, that's nice. Mm-hmm. It's got like a gentle kind of ramp up, but then it's a very low ramp up. So yeah, I would say that's pretty tasty. That's the one that I like. It goes well with gumbo if you like Louisiana style food. Mm-hmm. Gumbo or jambalaya, it goes well on like red beans and rice. That's actually where I really fell in love with it. I was in a situation where I had to eat a lot of rice and beans, and that really kind of it gives you some new expression, new tastes. So yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that makes sense though if you're going to eat something a little bit that could potentially be bland like rice and beans if you're not flavoring it. Mm-hmm. Putting some hot sauce in there.
All right, for this one I'm going to try and put my snob hat on.
Okay, so this is
we're going to really investigate the bouquet.
The bouquet.
Yes, a certain je ne sais quoi, if you will.
I always forget what that means. Is it like the essence of the thing?
Je ne sais quoi literally translates to I don't know what.
Oh,
it's a certain I don't know what.
But it's something, it's the something other.
Right, it's something that makes something good that it's difficult to explain.
French.
Like, I'm not sure why it's good. It's a certain je ne sais quoi. You sound very fancy. Mm-hmm. So I recommend it.
Okay. All right, so this is the Crystal. So this is another very famous Louisiana style. So yeah, as you can see, I got a pretty full spoonful again because I want you guys to have a good time watching me suffer. So it's very vinegary too. That's part of it. Like that one actually is not as hot as Louisiana.
All right, I'm interested in this as well.
I do really like vinegary based like sauces though.
And that's actually what makes them more watery is that there's a little bit more of the vinegar added to these hot sauces.
So that one's not terribly hot.
So we're gonna play the fancy.
I say as I'm starting to sweat a little bit.
That's good. That's as it should be. All right, let's see. Yep, definitely has a vinegary smell. You can see that the consistency, it's pretty viscous. It's
less watery than the Louisiana.
Yep, that's pretty mild. It's a little prickly kind of in the back of your throat, but I would say that I'm getting mostly vinegar from that one. Mm-hmm. Tasty, but not my favorite.
Yeah.
At the moment, we've got number 1, number 2 in my book.
Yeah.
How about you?
I think the Louisiana is just a little bit better, honestly. I think, okay, let me try and use my fancy words for that. I think that the Crystal is less interesting because it is less hot. Like they're both flavor-wise, but I feel like the Crystal is more vinegary. And I think it's losing out. Vinegar is becoming the predominant flavor, and it's hot sauce. Hot is in the name.
Right.
So that's kind of what I'm looking for rather than vinegar sauce. But please don't at me about that. I'm not from Louisiana, so I'm willing to be converted someday. That's my initial reaction.
Right.
All right, so last Louisiana style, we got Texas Pete here.
This one I'm excited about. This is a new one in my hot sauce repertoire, so I'm not familiar with it.
Okay. Should we
cheers on this one?
Yeah, should we go at the same time?
Yeah,
let's try that. This one's a lot.
Oh yeah, this one's
brighter.
A lot. And it's less watery even than the others.
Yeah.
All right, take a smell first. Okay, it smells good. All right, on your mark, get set, go. Oh, that has almost no heat.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't really like that it has no heat.
I like it though. It's like a sauce. It's like
it's like
a thinner ketchup.
Yeah. I mean, there's a hint of heat. Let's be fair.
Yeah,
Like,
your mileage may vary. I didn't catch any heat on that one.
It's not very much, I will admit. And to be honest, this might be we haven't been cleansing our palates betwixt.
That's true.
Flavoring. So maybe I need to eat some oyster crackers because maybe it's residual heat from the last two sauces.
Perhaps. I'm gonna snag an oyster cracker as well.
Oh, you want to know something weird about these oyster crackers?
Yeah.
I normally put oyster crackers on things like soup. So the idea is like the bread coats your tongue if you're getting too much heat on things on it. But legit on this bag of oyster crackers, it said, put a little hot sauce on it as a snack. Like,
don't mind if I do.
I mean, maybe that's what we'll do after this. It's like, but to me, that almost sounds like a weird cereal. Like, instead of milk, you put hot sauce on it.
Oh, that's awful. That's a terrible idea.
Isn't it just terrible? Like,
it raises the age-old question, of course, about cereal.
Is cereal soup?
Is cereal soup?
There are many contentious arguments about this on the internet.
I say yes, absolutely, without a doubt, it's soup. But
I mean, I accept that milk is soup, and cereal is the crackers that you put on the soup.
Now, milk is a broth in this situation. Let's move on to the next. We've had this argument before, so I suggest that we try the other hot sauces.
I just thought it was important that our viewers got a certain understanding of why that is even a contention.
Yes.
So, okay, so since I picked on the last one, which one would you like to try next?
Let's do the Valentinos next.
Yeah.
I think that's the most in line with the ones that we've had. I feel like we can arrange them by heat. Mm-hmm. This would probably be the hottest.
The Sriracha is probably going to be the hottest.
I suspect that this will be the next hottest. Then this, then the Louisiana, then the Crystal, then the last one would be the Texas.
I've just opened this and it already smells awesome.
Oh, it smells so good.
It smells like smoky, like adobo maybe?
Can you zoom in on this? Look at the difference.
Like the color variation.
Yeah,
like these are so orange. And that one is just like a brown or browner color.
I'm excited. That's going to be
good.
But
it smells great.
Yes.
I love smoky flavors and stuff. I'm actually kind of curious on the ingredient list for the Valentina. Dried Puya peppers? Am I saying that right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of peppers those are, but they smell great.
It smells really good. All right.
Cool. Here we go. Ooh, yeah, that's not going to go anywhere. That's like a barbecue sauce.
That is so like I said, my favorite food is wings. You could coat a wing in this.
Unlike these other ones.
Wow, look at that. That is beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to do this at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay, sniff.
Oh, okay. I thought we were going to eat.
Go.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Oh, that's tasty.
That's really tasty.
Ooh.
Again, it's not so hot, but it's got the peppers that they use are very flavorful. There's sort of a citric acidity to it.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's good.
I know. It's I would argue that one's a lot more complex than the other ones. Like,
really, really good hot sauces are aged. Like often like wines or beers, they're aged in a cask. They develop that complexity over time. Yeah, you can tell that. I wouldn't say that it's hot. I would actually say it might be less hot than Louisiana.
I would kind of agree with that, actually.
I'm going to rank them real quick from least hot.
And then you're going to have to tell us which ones they are because I don't think people can see that.
Yes, I will explain my ranking system in a minute. But first, I'm very curious.
Would you like to cleanse your palate? Because like the Sriracha is going to be a totally different flavor profile. Because part of it is the Louisianas are all very similar, like very similar ingredients versus the Valentina and the Sriracha have totally different flavor profiles that they're going for.
Man, that was good. That was really good.
I thought we were going to be more pretentious about this flavor tasting, but we're actually getting pretty serious about it.
Well, it's because it's really good.
It's tasty.
And this is exactly how I would like to be spending my time right now, too, because I love hot sauces. So
nice.
One thing you might notice is that as you're going through these hot sauces, the hotter the sauce, the more it kind of takes up real estate in your senses. So that's typically why you start with the calmer sauce and work your way up to the hotter sauce, because it becomes more difficult to taste more subtle flavors.
That makes sense.
Because the acidity from that Valentino's is really good. I think it's going to make it more difficult for me to get some of the consistency out of the Sriracha.
Yeah. Are you feeling any effects from the hot sauce? I definitely feel like my lips are burning a little bit, a little tingle there.
No, not my lips. I always get a little bit of a ring of sweat, like right around here as I go through hot sauce.
Yeah.
This is not bad. Sometimes I'll get like really warm.
Yeah.
This is just like, oh yeah, you've been eating spicy things. So
For sure.
all right, Sriracha though, this is my jam right
Okay,
here.
yeah, this is actually, honestly, Sriracha is historically one that I struggle with. Like, I put just the tiniest bit of Sriracha on foods. I'm already like, oh no, this is too much. So
I keep a bottle of hot sauce in the work fridge so that I can put it on my lunches at work.
Yeah, see, I think Sriracha tastes good. I just think it's a little too hot for my comfort level. So again, very, like, look at that. It looks like jam or something. Look at how thick that is.
Let's see. So you.
Oh, I can already tell this is gonna hurt.
That's gonna be so good. Is this enough? Do I need more?
No, you're good.
Okay.
So
Sniff. Oh yeah, that's got definitely a different odor.
oh,
That's
super
got
different.
a lot more chili peppers. So the Valentino's had peppers in it.
Yeah.
I think it was puya peppers.
Yeah.
This has probably bird's eye peppers, I
It
think.
doesn't say exactly.
Does it just say peppers?
A lot of these just say peppers, which isn't super helpful if you.
I'm guessing bird's eye.
It just
and-
says chili.
Yeah. Well, let's taste it. Let's see what it tastes
Yeah.
like. Are you ready?
It's gonna taste a little bit like pain for me, so
This is
we'll
going to
see.
be great. Here we go.
Cool. Oh.
Yes. Yeah, that's got.
Why did I think of this thing to do? I don't even think it tastes that good.
Oh, it tastes so good, and this one has a bloom. Like you get the initial flavor, and then the heat sort of gently expands.
It's not even the heat. I don't actually like the flavor.
Oh, it's so good. You definitely get the chili flavor. You definitely get the different peppers, and yeah, the thing that I like about it is like.
Ew.
The thing that I really enjoy about it, though, while you're suffering over here, this lives up to the name hot sauce.
It does live up to the name hot sauce.
This might be the only one where I could say, yes, this is a hot sauce. Now I'm also starting to get the ring of sweat. So this is good. This is where the joy of eating hot sauce comes into play here. I'm just gonna.
Yeah. So
all right, that was wonderful.
cool.
I enjoyed that so much.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I wasn't happy to finish on the Sriracha. I would probably want to end on something else. Did we want to, here's what I was thinking we could do to kind of finish that. Because as you can see, we still have a hot sauce left, and it seems like it would be tragic to not have me eat the rest of the hot sauce, since I'm probably the more entertaining of the two to watch.
Easily.
So I was thinking, I've got 5 questions here that you can ask me. I'm thinking what you can do is I can just slam this.
Ooh.
And
brave.
as I'm doing that, you can read off the question, and I have to try and process it and answer as I'm doing that. So I'm going to do it in levels of heat instead of, what we were doing before, which is just kind of random.
So before we do that, let me walk you through my perceived heat scale.
Oh, okay. Your perceived heat scale.
Yeah, this is my perception of what's hot and what's not. So first of all, spiciness is ranked on what's called a Scoville Scale. Literally, it was some guy just tasted things that were hot and ranked them subjectively. And so there's a thing called a Scoville unit, and different hot sauces have a variety of like up to 1 million of these Scoville units. If you're ever interested, Google that. It's quite interesting. There's also an insect bite pain scale that's sort of a similar concept. Some guy just let every insect sting him and ranked how painful it was.
What? Like, that's you do get your name in like the history books and science books and stuff, but like at what cost? Because like you have to, it's hard work doing that. Like all these
I don't want to get
insects
stung by a bullet ant.
But also these peppers are all over the world. Like it's not like they're just all available in a grocery store and you just go into a grocery store. People have to travel. This is a commitment.
So anyway, sorry, I got a little bit far afield here.
Yeah, me too.
Here's my ranking of our hot sauces by spice level. At the lowest level, Texas Pete, which is the Louisiana style. One step up from there, although quite tasty, still not very spicy, is, in my opinion, the Crystal Louisiana-style hot sauce. Are you with me so far?
I would actually contend that the Valentina is less spicy than the Crystal.
Oh, interesting. I would be willing to test that hypothesis, but we'll maybe do that later. We'll just rank them as the same for right now. Then for me, the next heat level would have been Valentina, but for you, it would be Crystal. Mm-hmm. And then the second hottest for me was the original Louisiana style, which is one of my standbys. And then kind of undisputedly the winner of this relatively chill hot sauce challenge in terms of heat, the Sriracha.
Yep.
You agree?
I would agree with that, yeah. I guess, I don't know. This is causing me to question my relationship with Sriracha. I thought I actually kind of liked the flavor of it, just in smaller quantities. I did not like that. Maybe this is a different variety of Sriracha than what I normally get. That might be
also remember, typically people put Sriracha on food as a condiment.
Right.
So it would highlight the existing food. They're not just eating a spoonful.
Yeah, that's true. Like, for instance, if you ate vinegar, like by itself, no.
Blah.
No.
All right, so I rearranged them in your order of heat.
Okay.
And I am ready. If you want to slam the first hot sauce.
Okay. Here we go. All right. So when do you want to start reading?
You slam, then I read, and you have to think about it.
Okay.
If you could have a TV show, what would it be about?
If I had a TV show, I think it would be about a starship of some kind. I would want to do a new kind of science fiction show, preferably with lots of different alien species that you get to see on screen. And it would be about the dissolution of a space empire as it falls apart. So, nice. I mean, there's a lot of TV shows already about that, but I want more sci-fi, basically.
Cool. I'm going to take a minute and mop the sweat again. This is great. Yep. This means that I'm having a good time. That's what this means. Mm-hmm. All right, you ready? Yep. Slam your next one.
Okay. Valentina's next. Oh, this one was so tasty. I might have to actually get a spoon and do this one just because it's thicker.
Sure.
Versus
It'll like the same with the Sriracha.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
What would your superpower be and why?
Yeah, that was really tasty. I really like that Valentina's. I think I would have a superpower where I could talk to animals.
Ooh.
And honestly, it's because if you can talk to animals, then you could do an enormous... Like, you'd be in such high demand everywhere. People would constantly be like, hey, can you come talk to this whale for us? And tell them that we need their help so that we can get them off this beach, after they've been stranded, or, figure out if dolphins are as intelligent as we think they might be, I think it would just be fascinating to talk to animals. So.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, Crystal is the next one we're doing. I'm going to have to, eat some bread after this or something. Probably. This much straight hot sauce is, not standard. Most of the time when you're eating hot sauce, it's there's other things in there.
It's probably not the best pre-lunch option.
No, probably not. But it is delicious. We're doing it for the people.
Yeah, so for you, for all of you at home.
So yeah.
All right.
So yeah, this is the Crystal. So here we go.
If you could invite 3 people, living or dead, to a dinner party, who would you invite?
Let's see. I would want to invite Oscar Wilde because he's just hilarious. And it sounds like he is actually someone who is really funny in person as well as on paper. Because, there's some people who they're really funny in writing, but then you talk to them and it doesn't always translate. So I think he would be a really fun person to have at a dinner party. So that's one. Let's see. I would really want to meet Mary Shelley. Would be really cool too, just because Frankenstein is amazing. It was the beginning of science fiction, period, as a genre. Mm-hmm. And I love science fiction. And also, she was just a fascinating person.
Didn't she keep the ashes of a heart on her desk?
That was, Lord Byron's, it wasn't ashes, it was straight up mummified.
Okay.
She preserved a heart.
She like originated goth before goth was a thing.
Yeah.
She had a heart in a jar on her desk, and not just any heart, Lord Byron's heart.
Well, no, it wasn't Lord Byron, I'm sorry.
Oh.
I misremembered. It wasn't quite that cool. It was, I believe, her husband, Percy Shelley.
Yeah. Anyway, if you got a heart on your desk, you're hardcore. And you know hardcore when you see hardcore.
Yeah, and I think she wore black till she died.
Why not?
He died relatively young. So, like, from the age 30 to whenever she died, she was just, like, committed.
Real quick, let us know. How are you feeling?
I think my stomach is going to be upset after this. But, no, I feel like I'm doing okay.
All right.
So, I am burping a little bit, if you couldn't tell. But yeah, heat-wise, I'm feeling okay. It's more my stomach is going to be upset. So, something to keep in mind if you're doing this at home.
Very acidic, what we're doing right now.
Yes.
All right.
So this is Louisiana. So this is our second to hottest one, according to our current rankings.
What is the weirdest chewing gum flavor that you can come up with?
Besides hot sauce, I would go with blue cheese stuffed olives.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh. I didn't say the worst. I said the weirdest. But...
Excuse me. Is that not weird, though, too? Like, who would make an olive-flavored chewing gum? Oof. This is gonna hurt later.
Yeah. How are you doing right now?
I mean, I'm okay for the moment, but check back with me in like 20 minutes and I might not be doing so great.
Well, embarrassingly, I've still got the head sweat going. I'm not feeling any ill effects. I just am kind of
I think it's just accumulative. Well, and also we're under like studio lights and things. True. So.
All right, this is the final hot sauce. This is the one that she hates the most.
Why did I suggest this idea of like doing this like last round of eating more hot sauce? Why did I do this?
Yeah, I don't know. I was willing to eat more hot sauce.
Yeah, but like it's not funny with you. You don't care. Versus
because you didn't get hot enough hot sauce.
Yeah, but like at the same time, the really fancy stuff is so expensive.
That's true.
I couldn't afford. I'm sorry, y'all. I would have loved to be able to buy you like the Black Label hot sauce in large enough quantities for everyone to get some. It's so expensive.
All right, let's put the money where the mouth is.
So this is Sriracha.
Yeah, this is Sriracha.
Okay. So.
Would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
It's so nasty. At that quantity, it's so gross. Like, yeah, I think it just doesn't taste good. It's the bigger thing for me at that point than the heat. Although the heat is not, like, in consideration. So this is...
Would you rather fight a duck-sized horse? Or a horse 100? Or, excuse me. See, I messed it up trying to say it again.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
I mean, I'm really scared of the idea of a horse-sized duck because also I had some like disturbing experiences as a child of trying to feed ducks in the park and then pinching my fingers really, really hard, and that made me very sad as a child. So I'm really worried about like a horse-sized duck. I'm pretty sure it could crush my head in one like beak like snap. I don't know what the right word is. Ugh. But, yeah, my stomach's starting to hurt, you guys. But, so I would rather fight 100 duck-sized horses. That's a lot of horses, though. That's so many.
It's so many horses. It's too many horses.
Yeah,
honestly.
But I think I would be less afraid of them. Ugh.
Well... So there you have it. We've tried an ascending order of 5 hot sauces.
I mean, you can do what I did and eat a bunch of it, but maybe don't if you're somebody, or maybe eat something first if that's what you're going to do. Yeah. I haven't eaten in a while, so this kind of hurts.
But yeah, as far as things go, the interview questions are always fun. I think the staring contest would also be fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have a variety of options, and I think, can they feel free to add any of their own hot sauces that they have at home?
Absolutely, yeah. Feel free do whatever you want with this, basically. Like, part of this idea is just to hopefully inspire you to do some things too. I'm sorry, I'm just imagining the pained expression on my face right now as I'm trying to like earnestly tell you like, yes, go forth and eat the really spicy things. So
It's true.
Yeah.
Should I offer the website address?
Well, hopefully if they're watching this video, they have access to it in the link. So yeah, there should be a link down at the bottom that can take you to our Take and Make website, or not website, our YouTube channel. Thank you. Our Take and Make YouTube channel that has videos for all of this. Please feel free to visit our website, masocountylibraries.org, for more event details that we may have. And if you haven't signed up yet, please do sign up for summer reading. It is still ongoing through August 1st. You still have time to get points and things.
And to win prizes, right?
Yeah, and to win prizes. This year it's based on a point system. You are shooting to earn 1,000 points through a variety of things. So they can include things like, yes, reading. Oh, my stomach's getting really upset. Include things like reading, but you could also do things like book reviews, or we have some really cool scavenger hunts set up that if you do those, you are going to get points. So there's still time for you to do that. Once again, we are offering our hot sauce kits July 3rd through July 16th. So
while supplies last.
While supplies last. Yes, when we run out, we are out. But yeah, please feel free to do whatever you want with this idea. If you have any fun things that you would like to share, yeah, go ahead, laugh at my pain. No, seriously, do laugh at my pain. That's what this is for. Feel free to do whatever you want with this concept. Pretty basic, but, have fun with your friends, have fun with your family. Things are kind of tough right now. And so if there's any way that you can get some like laughter into your life, I am for it. But also please don't make yourself sick. So, unlike me. So
it's all for science, friends.
Yeah,
it's all for science.
All for science. Yep.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Hopefully you'll have as much fun with the hot sauce as we did.
Yes.
And thank you for virtually participating in our summer reading program.
Yes. All right. Take care, everyone. Have a great summer.